presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
What's up, everybody? It's another Wednesday night NFC East show, and we're here. I'm live at Dolan's. Sneaky G is in the house over here.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stephen, a.k.a. Sneaky G, man.
And we are broadcasting live on the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Zodiac TV, and the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. What's up, my man?
Man, it is so good to be on today. And we are a wake up away from the start of the NFL. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But I got to confess, I will be watching my son play football, so I may be a little late participating with the Bucks and the other team that they're playing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really care. I almost, when I have to root for Tom Brady, I ain't interested. But I will definitely tune in a little bit for the game. It's definitely going to be, just because there's football on the TV that matters.
Yes.
And by the end of tomorrow night, I expect that just as I suspect most of the years that the Cal Turds will be in last place.
That sounds so good right now. That sounds so good. I mean, and the hype. I don't want to say the hype. I mean, the good thing is, Dak's coming back to be on the field after that heroic, what do you call it? Horrific injury.
Horrific, yes.
I was right. I mean, it happened right in front of me. It happened. I will never forget. Someone said, "Oh, it's a cramp." Oh no, that's not a cramp. That is not a cramp. But to see everybody, what do you call it? Just to see everybody kind of, show Dak some love, support, knowing that he's going to be, he's going to have a journey ahead of him. And we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen tomorrow night.
Yeah, exactly. My expectation is that this is going to be it'll be good to see him to come back on the field. Now, obviously, that's going to be it's like they raised the volume the moment I started talking. I swear to Christ. Like I no noise the entire time, just until I go on. I tell you, that was awesome. But anyways, it was one of those things where I kind of expect just the fact that he's back on the field is going to be a really big deal. And I'm excited to see that part, you know what I mean, for him. I don't expect I know that things take an extra year to get over once you come back from those types of injuries. So I don't know that he's going to have it. However, it's just going to be good to see him back there. It was just like it was good to see what's his face last year for Washington. Come back from after
Alex Smith.
All those injuries and all those surgeries and stuff like that. It was good to kind of see that happen and come back. So I fully expect that there's going to happen. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be a big deal for him. And I hope that they play pretty well. I hope it's a good enough game. This point spread's 8.5. If I was a betting man, I would take the under.
What do you think the score is? Well, we'll talk about. You want to talk about the score now, or do you want to wait till later?
We might as well wait for True Blue. True Blue will be on in a little bit. He's just pulling in, just getting. He's on the taxi, the strip right now. And unfortunately, Chris wasn't able to make it today, so we got our Washington contingent in the house. She's got the same color hair. She's got the same color hair. She doesn't got a lot to say about Washington but there's not many fans left of Washington. So
that's a little scary. That's a little scary right now.
It is a little scary, but it was funny nonetheless. It was funny nonetheless. We could start talking about me, or we could start talking about you. I know that you like talking about you.
I love talking about me. Yes. Well, the New York Football Giants are going to get set to go up against the Donkeys. I mean the Broncos this Sunday, 3:00 Eastern time, and this is going to be the start of Daniel Jones' proof to everybody, or this is going to be the initiation or the introduction of Daniel Jones 2.0. I think so. And I'm all in. I'm gonna put all my chips in this game. Now I'm not gonna say if he wins or loses that determines his career. No, but I saw a different team after that interception.
What interception are we talking about?
I'm sorry, the interception in the preseason game against the Patriots.
Okay.
For some reason, I saw a different team the first half, or before the interception, and then after, it was a whole different team. The 2-minute warning or the 2-minute drive on the field capped off with a touchdown pass. I think again, it's a different team. It's a different team, and I'm excited to see what Daniel Jones is going to bring come Sunday. And I think we're going to see something different. I don't know. We'll see.
I think Big Blue. I think Big Blue has got you kind of cornered right there.
Our O line, yeah. Oh yeah, we talked about that actually.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but that's where you win championships. And I think that's going to be if Judge has got all of the control.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to really step up here when it comes, because if you guys have the season that I think you're going to have, and I think if your offensive line is as bad as it appears to be, that you're going to have a season very similar to ours last year, because our offensive line was decimated.
Yeah, but I mean, but you didn't have an offensive line, you didn't have a defense. You had a quarterback that didn't want to be there. You had a lot more issues, and then you had a coach that lacked integrity. So you had a lot that you had more going on than what we have this year. Now I'll say this again, and I'm gonna stick by what I said. I believe that the momentum that we had after that interception, I hope that carries over. Because that team I saw, yeah, you're right. There was some issues with the offensive line. Thomas was getting owned pretty much, but then I'm telling you, after that play, I saw an offense. I was like, okay, and I think the defense, may need to step up, or just and also just maintain what they got and all, kind of exceed expectations as well. But we'll see. I mean, it's going to come down to it. We'll see.
Well, it's going to make things for interesting. I think, knowing that you guys are going up against the Broncos, you're at home.
Yes.
It's interesting that the Broncos are favored in that game.
Yeah. What is it like? Not a touchdown though.
3
What?
points.
Yeah. It's yeah.
So that's still a big deal because you should be 3-point favorite at home.
Normally, yeah. Home teams are normally 3-point, but yeah, they got us. They got us under the gun. But it's because of we're not sure. Although I know that what do you call it? I know that Saquon's going to play. That's what they're saying. Saquon's going to play. Evan Ingram is still iffy. So with injuries being taken care of, and meaning Evan being hurt, I still think we'll be all right. Even though they're saying Evan might not play in the game on Sunday, but
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram, yes, Evan Ingram. But we still have depth. We still have, Kyle Rudolph and I can't think of another tight end off the top of my head. But I mean we have depth, so I'm okay. And I know we picked up the other two linemen from trades these last couple of weeks, but you also got to remember that we had some linemen that retired because we were weeding out the weak, and so now I mean those linemen that are brought aboard are just mainly for depth. I mean if they start, I could see. I mean they start, but as of right now, they're just put on for depth. Yep.
The D will be the bright spot as par. Eddie says your secondary is going to get really tested. I don't know how well the quarterback's going to be. Obviously, it's going to be Bridgewater,
Right.
and
Right.
that's going to be interesting. Hello, Mario. Good to see you from Sydney, Australia, in the house.
Oh,
Waiting on his jersey.
So I know I have some. I too have some awesome people down in Australia, and they told me. See, you said it. They told me, or Elliot, shout out Elliot. He told me he hated when people say, "Put a shrimp on the Barbie." He said, "We don't do that shit here." Well, Mario, let me know if that's true. Do you hate it?
No, they don't. They don't put shrimp on the Barbie.
Right. Well, does he hate it when people say that? Let me know, Mario. I'm just curious. Let me know what I'm hoping Mario responds.
Yeah, Mario will respond to that. So let's go talk. So let's get right to it.
Okay.
And let's talk about since our one Washington contingent is very tongue tied.
Yes.
All she's got the hair. She doesn't really.
She's
a little creepy. She's a little creepy.
Can't shut her up.
Exactly. Washington football team is at home to the LA Chargers, and they are an underdog.
Yeah.
This is the NFC East is starting off. All four teams are dogs this week.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I know that the pendulum swings in back and forth. So they put prawns.
Oh, okay. Well, I was told you guys don't say that. You hate it when people say that to you.
Right.
So
well, they don't put shrimps on the Barbie.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the difference between shrimp and a prawn. Prawn's like a lobster.
Right. Yeah.
So anyways, Washington is a 1-point dog against the LA Superchargers.
Okay.
And what kind of gets me about this is that we got a second-year quarterback. You got a questionable running back for the Chargers, whether he's going to play or not. Prawns is a shrimp. It's just a different word.
Right.
And my expectation is that defense is going to be the defense that really carries the team there. That Fitzpatrick stinks out loud.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and that it's gonna show through pretty quickly. Like I said, I'll talk about who I think is going to win the East, like what my predictions are in the East
Mm-hmm.
later.
Right.
But I'm a firm believer that as long as they've got Fitzpatrick on, as the starting quarterback, they're going to lose a lot more than they're going to win.
Right.
And even as good as that defense is, they're going to get beat like 17-13. 17-16 games. I mean, that's what I think we're going to be dealing with them. And that may turn it around. Like it says, when they get a quarterback who can score 21 points, I don't think Fitzpatrick is that guy.
No, I mean, the thing about Fitzpatrick, he's a journeyman. Now, and he's never taken a team to the playoffs. I think most as a team, I think when he was with the Jets, a 10-win season. But he's been in the league forever. That's his rise to shine. He's been in the league forever. So, you out of all people know how important my beard is, right?
Right.
And you know how I enjoy my beard. I wouldn't put it up for grabs for anything. However, I said if Washington makes it to the Super Bowl and wins, and Fitzpatrick is the MVP, I'll shave it.
I have that marked.
Why am I? Why am I willing to do that? Why? Because it's not going to happen.
Right.
That's why. So that shows my faith. Can they win is this going to be the Baltimore Ravens? The 2000 Baltimore Ravens this year? No, I don't think so. I don't. But could I be wrong? Of course I could be wrong. Of course.
So let's ask this question. Let me ask this question. Would you be willing to bet the beard over the mohawk on the season, and who has a better season?
Even though as confidently I am, no, I don't. No. Even though I know we're going to have a better season than y'all, no. Because there's always that what if, There's always that, because God forbid a key injury on one of our teams goes, that's it. That's it. That's it. So,
hey, if Hurts gets hurt now, we got Minshew. So we got the mustache.
Yeah, you got the mustache. Yeah,
the mustache and
yes, yep,
in the house.
And and then there goes my beard. Yeah, no. That even though I know that we're gonna have a better season than the Eagles, it's still there's too many things gonna happen that would for the end result. All right. So you could clip this. I'll tell you what. But if you want to make another bet, like I got to come up with something.
All right. Well, you can chew on it for a minute, because.
Well, I'll tell you. But you know what? Let's make it simple. Let's make it simple. Because hats are ridiculous. Have you seen hats lately?
No, I don't buy hats. You see the hat I have. This is old school, very old school.
$41. $41. And people ask me why I take the stickers off. Because it's $41. That's why I keep the stickers on. So you want to? Let's.
Are you going to return it? You're going to return it just in case?
No. Why would I want to do that?
I don't know. You're keeping the stickers on it, so I figured maybe returning it.
I have never, ever taken off stickers off my hat. I even have some hats that still have the little tab on it still. I just don't. I don't know. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm going to be honest. No clue.
Hey, you know what? You're the one that's got to wear it. So
Right,
I mean,
right.
that's all that matters. You know what I mean? As long as you're
Yeah.
happy. You know, for $41 though, if you want to bet $40 like for a hat, whether it's like,
So
is it going to be a custom hat that says I won the bet?
you know, it's funny you say that because I have a helmet that a Seahawks fan, one of my old neighbors, marked on it. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So the hat, okay, this is the bet. This is the conditions of the bet. The loser has to send the winner their team hat with the embroidery saying, I beat, or now do we want to put a little we hooping ish on it? Well, I called it. You know how he has this saying, I called it? You don't want to do that? If you say no, I don't blame you. But
I have no idea who that kid is. I ain't interested.
oh, okay. Well, then don't
Having
worry.
anything
Then don't worry about
that
it.
has him to deal with it now.
Well, I'm saying like because I believe I'm going to have the better record. So I want you to put on my hat saying
I got sneaked.
you got sneaked. Oh, I like that. And you got sneaked, and Sneaky G, put Sneaky G on it, because anybody can be sneaky, but there's only one Sneaky G, let's be honest. Right. Sneaky G called it, and I want my record on that hat, and I want your record on that hat. The price should all be the same, but it should not exceed, what do you want to say, $40, $50?
Well, I think because we're putting a lot of stuff on there, we're putting a lot of embroidery on that. It's probably going to be somewhere around $50, $60.
So, but I'll say let's keep it no more than $50. Let's keep it no more than $50.
Yeah, we'll do. If the hats become too crazy, then we'll make it a T-shirt. Yeah, it's where we silk screen a T-shirt.
I mean, that shouldn't be that crazy. I like a hat because when I come on the show and I see you with that hat that I have on that you're about to get from me without the embroidery, because I'm gonna want it on the left side. So when I turn, you be reading it.
So I mean, because let's say I got sneaked, and then yours is going to say I got marked by the Philly sports guy.
Deal.
That's
deal. Deal.
Eagles this record, Giants this record, and that's what's going to be. You know what I mean? It's just that, make it simple. I got sneaked, Giants record over top of the Eagles, or I got marked by the Philly sports guy, Eagles record, Giants record. And the story.
So I got Danny, because I'm also streaming it on my live as well. He says, hey, Philly sports guy, do you believe in Jalen Hurts, or do you want the Eagles to trade for Winston?
No. I think Hurts is going to be very serviceable. I'll be honest. So if we're going to talk about the Eagles, I think the Eagles win this game. I think that the Eagles actually go 3-0 to start off the season. Now, I will tell you that I think they go 3-3. That they start the first 6 games that they go 500. However, that it's that I think that we win our first 3 games. It's going to a lot of excitement in Philadelphia. Especially, I think Atlanta stinks out loud. The other thing is that Matty Ice, his favorite team growing up was Philadelphia. So my expectation is that he's going to do just like he does every other game that he played against Philly, poop the bed. So
what's his? Do you remember? Do you know his record against the Eagles?
I think he's won 2 games. Maybe 3. out of the 9 or 8 that he's played. I don't know per se 100%, but I know that they won one game. Yeah, I don't even know if he was the quarterback back then. He might have been when Trotter got kicked out of the game before the game even started.
Okay.
And I was at that game. I was at the old stadium. This is the first time I'm going to the new stadium because I'm going to be there at this game.
Okay. So, so you're going to Atlanta?
I am going to Atlanta.
Okay. When you flying out?
I fly out on Friday.
On Friday? Okay. Well, travel safe.
I appreciate that. And
okay.
if any Eagles fans watching, hey, listen, find me in Atlanta. We're having a party on Saturday. We're having the tailgate on Sunday before the game. We got E-Rock. E-Rock is going to be spinning there at the tailgate. I'm going to be bartending. It's going to be a blast. So you want to come and hang out. And we're going to even have some Dirty Birds there too. Atlanta's coming. You know what? I heard. I can't promise. But I heard that there is a possibility. It might be a slight possibility, but it's still a possibility that Michael Vick could make an appearance.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That'd
be
my
awesome.
Saturday party. I can't guarantee it. I cannot guarantee it, but we're working on it.
That'd be sick. Someone like a while ago, somebody asked me at my job. They said, "Do I think Michael Vick, is an elite player or was an elite player?" I said, "Oh yeah." Is he Hall of Fame worthy? I said, "No, no. I mean, he could have been, but I love the fact how Andy Reid gave him a second chance. If you guys don't know his story, and the part 2 and how he got back in the NFL. So I just want to kind of take a step back. You said that you believe that in the first 3 games you're going to be 3-0.
Correct.
Okay.
That means that we beat Atlanta.
Right.
I think the 49ers are very overrated. And they're not all back yet. They still are having the question mark at quarterback. Whose team is it really? So my thought is that they're still in a little bit of disarray. And because of that, we're going to be able to take them. Plus, it's a West Coast team coming to play a 1:00 game. So that's a 10 o'clock in the morning game for them.
Right.
Not common. And then game 3 is Monday Night Football in Dallas. And I think that we could win in September. I think we almost have to win out of the gate very quickly.
Yeah.
And these are the 3 most winnable games. Now, our next game that we have that's our most winnable game is Carolina. But I think it's a lot to think that we're going to go, 4-2 in the first 6 games. I don't think that happens. So I think that Carolina would be a game that we could win but lose, and wind up going.
So I will say this: the only game that I am going to be rooting for you is the Dallas Cowboy game. That's the only game. Oh, and I may have a contact. I may be at that game. Nick and I don't know. I'll get back to
have you there.
Oh, it'd be fun to be there. True Blue, you, myself. Oh my God. I don't know if AT&T Stadium can handle all 3 of us. I don't know.
I know that
to be
definitely fair. They're going to have to make sure that the roof is open.
Well, and then I know because all 3 of our egos combined. Oh my God!
You just put the 2 of us in that room, and it's big enough. That's big enough.
I already got to walk through a door sideways, and it's not because of my stomach either. It's because But no, I think that'll be fun to kind of hang out and cheer and it's because we'll be combining forces.
Exactly.
That'll be the only time that we will truly not be. No, you'll still be my nemesis. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to give you that false hope. I don't want to give.
I would much rather. I'd much rather because I know that I'm rooting for a tie between the two of you guys when you guys play.
Right. No, I want you to beat them. I don't want to. I don't know. I want you to beat them.
I got you. So, but I feel like that Dallas is not going to do as well as they think, and True Blue's going to have a different thought about that here once he comes on. Like I said, I know that he's trying to get in the taxi and trying to get everything started up here. So I expect that he'll be on soon. But ultimately, I think that Dallas is going to have a real hard time of it in the beginning. And they may came on more, but I think that the media is so far off anymore with what they think is going to happen. I mean, I saw the odds to win the NFC East, and it was Washington was a plus 155.
Okay.
Dallas was a 9-5.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is like a plus 185.
Right.
The Giants were 4-1. The Eagles were 4.5-1.
Okay, so I'm not a smart man, but I know what gambling is. But I don't know this language that you speak just now. So us being 4-1. So so basically, if I were to bet $100, and if they win, we win 400. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. All right. I'm tracking. Okay.
And I win 450.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And if you bet $100, you'd win 180 with the Cowboys.
Okay.
And 155 for the $100 bet on Washington.
Okay. I don't know how people believe Washington is so stacked.
I
just don't.
I don't think they're stacked at all. I think that beyond the quarterback is the one problem that they have. Like, had they chosen any other quarterback, they would be probably the hands-on favorite to win this division.
Right.
But they don't have a good quarterback. Everybody knows what Fitzpatrick is, or Fitzpatrick.
Right.
Fitzpatrick. They both stink out loud, is what I say. They stink.
Right.
And that until they switch up to Heineke, who I think is going to actually emerge as the quarterback, until that happens, they're going to be struggling.
Now, there is a quarterback floating around that's very familiar with the coach in Washington.
So, I thought about that, and I'm wondering why they didn't call. They haven't spoken.
Right.
At least I haven't heard about it.
I haven't heard about it either, and I've been waiting.
I asked our correspondent, and our correspondent didn't say much about it.
Well, I don't remember you asking her.
Oh, so Deborah, what do you think? Do you think that Cam will wind up in Washington?
That's actually a good answer. No comment. That's a good answer. That's
right.
A good answer.
So I know she's really scary looking. She's about as scary as
I don't
even know what it's doing here. I have no idea. I just come to sit down, and the next thing I know, I see this head is right here. So I was like, oh, I guess this is going to be my stand-in if I need to.
Oh my God! Yeah, if you got to go to the bathroom or something,
like, hey, here I am, and she just floats across the screen. It's. I don't know why it's here, but it's here.
I wonder what everybody is thinking about you that's around you. Like, Jamie has a head. Like, why does he have it? Be like, that's the football team.
It's the most head that I've gotten in a long time.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I understand. Trust me.
I was not anticipating that response. That totally dropped me off guard, and I'm normally okay, but that was whapa. So you were talking about all four of us, the four teams in our division that were all underdogs.
All this week, we are all underdogs.
We are all underdogs.
Correct. So if you combined it, it's 8.5 for the Cowboys.
Mhm.
We're at -3, 3.5. If you find it in different spots,
Right.
you're at -3, and Washington's at -1 or +1, +1, +3, +3, +8.5. So
Wow.
2 touchdowns, a 2-point conversion, and a half a point.
Wow.
Almost 16 points combined, or 15 points. Yeah,
I
it's
think,
and 16.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out that. So for us, I mean, the question for us is Daniel Jones, and I just don't understand.
No, I think. Well, I don't believe.
Well,
in Daniel
I'm sorry.
Jones,
I'm sorry.
but
I'm
it's
sorry.
the offensive line.
It's the
definitely
offensive line. I mean, it's the offensive line. I mean, okay.
I mean, and I think that the Patriots showed what to do with you guys in the first quarter of that game. Blitz, 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 blitz.
Yeah, but we still got a touchdown. I
Yeah.
mean, we still converted on the 2-minute drive at the end, and when I could see the determination on Daniel Jones when we had the 2-minute drill. I can see it, and he knew when he threw that pick that he was going to be chastised for that. He knew that everybody and their mamas was going to tag me in Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Daniel Jones knew it. So that's when he came out. He was a completely different person. So on one of my Facebook pages, there's a statement. It said, the Giants are used to being the underdogs, which is true. We were the original underdogs in our last 2 Super Bowls. That's facts. So I think I mean, that hearing that, okay, yeah, it's a role that we're used to, but sometimes you're just like, it's almost like was it Dangerfield-esque? Raji Danger is it Raji or Roger Dangerfield?
Rodney,
Thank you. Yeah, it's been no respect. We get no respect. I mean, that's kind of, but I get it. We got to earn it. I get it, and hopefully in due time we will. We will.
Well, I don't know that it's going to happen this year. Is the thing. I can't speak intelligently because, like I said, I think that you guys are a few pieces away on the offensive line, and that's going to really hurt you. And you guys still haven't solved the Evan Ingram problem, so I expect that he's going to count for 2 turnovers at least during the season. Big, important turnovers, because that's the only way that he gets them. Yeah, he gets big, important turnovers.
Well, he may not, and I want to believe that this year he's going to come up with the big plays, or he is going to get ran out of town. I mean, some of the highlights I saw, he was heavily booed at the fan fest because he dropped a couple passes. So, but in that retrospect, he got to be healthy. He has to be healthy to come in the game Sunday afternoon against the Broncos. So
we'll see. We will see.
Yeah.
So let's go down the rest of the NFL. We're going to see who you choose, who I choose, if we're on the same page or if we align differently.
Okay.
1:00 games. Jets versus the Panthers.
Panthers.
I agree. Panthers there. Chargers in Washington.
I got to go Chargers.
Well,
I mean, you got a second-year quarterback against a second-year defense. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say Chargers still. Herbert might surprise me.
He might. I tend to go Washington there, but it's going to be a close game. 49ers and the Lions.
When they're playing the Lions at home. Oh, crap. Goff. Now, Garoppolo's starting, right?
Garoppolo is starting.
I'm going to go Lions on this one. I don't know why.
I align with that.
I'm going to go with Lions.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think that the Lions surprise only because of Goff. I think that Goff actually beats the 49ers.
Yeah. And, I never heard the term bridge quarterback until Goff got to Detroit. I never heard that term before.
Right. We'll see.
So we got what? Bengals or the Vikings going to Cincinnati.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to go Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals on that with Burrows.
I think the Vikings win that game handily. Steelers and Bills.
Whoa! I went ahead of myself. Okay, my bad. No, that's a 12 o'clock. I'm going to go Bills. Especially at home opener. Yeah. That momentum from last year's playoff run, it's going to carry over.
And I think Pittsburgh's going to have a rude awakening this year. Awakening this year. I think that they're not going to be very good.
I think this is Ben's last season, to be honest.
Well, I don't know that Ben's going to make it through the season because their offensive line rallies against yours, which I think is not very good. So, Seahawks versus the Colts. Carson Wentz is probably going to start in that game.
Yeah, but he might get hurt during the coin toss. So he might get hurt there in that. Hold on a second. I lost it. I'm going to go Seahawks.
Well, I would go Seahawks too because, Russell Wilson, he hasn't beaten Russell Wilson yet. I don't expect that he's going to do it now.
Yeah.
And Jaguars versus the Texans. Now, you want to talk about two teams that are going to stink. That game's going to be a snooze fest.
I don't know. This might be a high-scoring game. This might. I don't know if you remember the duel between Dan Marino and a young Drew Bledsoe. Do you remember that one where it was the Patriots and the Dolphins in Miami, and they were going back and forth? Marino just came off of that Achilles injury the year before. I don't know if you remember that shootout. That game I enjoyed.
I would 51-45. Is that what
it was? It was like they were going back. It was like the defense was not even on the field. I'll just put it that way.
Right.
I can see it being this way, but then at the same time, I can still see it being 3-0.
I think that this is going to be. I think that this is going to be a college team playing against Sister Mary of the Blind. I think that the Jaguars win this game, and I think that Houston is going to possibly go 0-16 or 0-17.
I'm gonna rival you. I have a little more faith with Tyrod. I followed him since the Orange Bowl, even though he lost in the Orange Bowl. If I'm not mistaken, it was against Stafford. I'm hoping Texans get this one because this might be their only win of the season.
Yeah, I don't think they win. I think that you're going to see what's his face come out, and he's going to be, trying to win the Super Bowl with every throw from Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of Urban Meyer's way, though.
Right.
You know. No.
So
Wait. We should have a little bet on the over under on how many years Urban Meyer is going to be coaching in the NFL. Because he's about 5 years, then all of a sudden he's like, my health, and then he got it, and then he dips out. And I'm not picking on the man because of his health. No, I'm just saying that's kind of the MO.
I think he's going to last 2 years. Actually,
You're giving him 2?
yeah. I think he's going to be more like what's his face from Nick Saban.
Oh, okay. How long did Spurrier stay with the football team? Well, no, when he coached, it was the Redskins. How
4
long
years.
was he was there? 4 years?
Yeah. And they stunk most of the
Oh,
time.
oh yeah. I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3 plus. I could see him. I could see him going past 3 years. But the NFL is different than college, and he's gonna find out definitely. But I'm rooting for the guy. I don't wish any ill will on anybody.
Yeah, I don't really care much because they're in Jacksonville and they're soon going to be playing in London, so it's not going to matter.
Oh, that's right. They're talking about moving it. So are we on to your team now? The Eagles and the Falcons, or what?
Not yet. We're at the Cardinals Titans.
Ooh, that's going to be a shootout too. You got Brown, you got Jones, you got AJ Green, you got D-Hop, you got Derrick Henry, Kyler Murray. I'm going to take the home team. I'm going to go with Titans on this one.
I agree. The over is what I'd like in this game, the 52.
Yeah, okay.
However, the Titans have a really good defense. It'll be interesting to see if they can really hold back Kyler Murray and this offense. And I know that DeAndre Hopkins is going to take a minute because he didn't play anything in the preseason. But I don't know. I kind of go with you with the Titans. I think the Titans win a close one.
Okay.
Eagles, Falcons.
Who do you got, Philly sports guy?
I'm thinking about putting money on the money line on the Eagles. They're plus 3. I saw it today at plus 155. I like that. Plus 155 to win. I bet 100 to win $155. That sounds like a win for me.
Right. I just don't. I've never had faith in Matt Ryan. And it's nothing against Matt Ryan. You never know what season the Falcons are going to have. So I got the Eagles.
Look at that. Got us winning the game.
Next game.
Dolphins versus the Patriots. Starting at 4:25.
Oh. You know what? I'm going to go Patriots.
I think the Patriots win this game too. I think this is the beginning of the end to Tua.
Yeah, I think so. And it's sad because he was so good in Alabama. But wait a minute, as an Alabama quarterback, shouldn't you be rooting for Tua? I mean, with Hurts and all,
no, I could care less about Tua.
All right, what's next?
Next, we have the Broncos versus the Giants.
Giants. Okay.
I think you guys win that game too. Actually, I don't think the Broncos are that good. They raised up the music again. It's like he turned it up a little bit. Actually, the Packers versus the Saints.
You know what? I picked Aaron Rodgers number 1 in my draft, so I'm gonna go Packers.
I think that the Saints are not going to be very good this year. That Drew Brees was the glue that kept them all together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Look
Oh,
at that!
there we go.
Yeah, buddy.
Just gets into the airport. He's off the runway and sitting there.
Yep.
What's up, my man? How you feeling?
Oh, good pump, man. There's a lot of fans flying in. It's just walked out of the terminal, grabbed my bag, and ready to jump in the car as soon as they get here and go to the hotel.
How long of a flight was it for you?
It was 2 hours and 10 minutes, I believe.
Look at that beard, ladies and gentlemen. The flowness. The flowness. Look at that.
The grayness. What are you talking
I
about?
was going to say, it looks very gray to me.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't, mine's still, as of right now, mine's still one color. So I don't want to jinx anything.
Yeah. Oh, man. No, lots of fans flying in from all over the country. You'll see your Tampa Bay fans, of course, and your Cowboy fans, but you see lots of other fans coming around, flying in right now. So they just want to check out the first game of the year.
So how long are you out there for?
I got. I'll be back Saturday.
Oh, okay. Almost like a quick trip, almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So while we got you, we need to get what your thoughts are about the game and your prediction.
Well, they've got the Jets standby for Zach Martin in case he's clear to play, so we'll see that. But I still think it's going to be a little upset. We're going to get it going. We still will win by 1 touchdown, maybe 3, but we got this game. Oh, here's our ride.
So you're putting money in. You're putting money on the Cowboys.
Oh, I never put money. I never gamble. That's one thing I don't do is I don't gamble.
I was gonna say you don't want to bet the beard on the Cowboys winning this game.
No.
No.
Anyways, guys, my ride just pulled up. I'm glad to see you guys. I'll give you a shout here tomorrow. Send you some pics.
Oh yeah, please do.
All right, brother.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you checking in with us, True Blue. Have some fun out there, and you could go ahead and say one if you want.
How about them Cowboys? Woo!
All right,
I'll talk to you guys later. All right, man. All right, later.
All right, take care, True Blue. There you go. Checking in with us. That was great of him to do that. Of course, he's got the Cowboys winning. We're going to end with that game, the game tomorrow, rather than starting with that. I figured it's better to end with.
Okay, that'll work.
And as we keep going here, so we're at the Browns and Chiefs.
I want to say this. Don't be surprised if Winston has a breakout year, though. Now, the record may not be indicative of Winston's season, but I would not be shocked if Winston has a 30 touchdown pass, 10 interception season as a quarterback. Maybe close to 5,000 yards. Just want to throw that out there.
With who?
Jameis Winston with the Saints.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe that a little bit, but that's okay.
That's why I said. That's why I had the caveat. Don't be surprised.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
I would be surprised actually.
Right. That's fair.
So the Browns and the Chiefs.
Oh man. I'm still gonna go the Chiefs. I'm still gonna until they get knocked off of the AFC, as the defending AFC champs. Yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Chiefs.
I think that this is a makeup game that Cleveland should have won in the playoffs, and that this is a revenge game. And I think that they're coming to play. I think it's going to be a much closer game. Chiefs are our 6-point favorite. I would definitely take the Browns in that part if I was going to be betting it. I think the Chiefs win the game. I think they do not cover.
Right. So you're saying Chiefs by 3 maybe? Or by 4?
Chiefs by 2, maybe even by 1 in the last seconds of the game.
Okay.
So, and that brings us to our 8 o'clock game, the Chicago Bears versus the LA Rams.
I think the Rams are going to be the surprise in the NFC West this year. And of course, I will not, and I am rooting against the Bears because we have a first round draft pick, riding on this season with them. So, go Rams.
Yeah, I think Rams. I think the Rams smoke them actually.
Yeah, I mean, plus the addition of, Stafford. I mean, finally, you know.
So, and our Monday night game, we only have one this season to start off the season because normally the Raiders always have to play on Monday Night Football to start off the season because that was something Al Davis signed back in the day when Monday Night Football began.
Mm-hmm.
So because they are playing on Monday Night Football, there's only needs to be one game. Ravens versus the Raiders.
I want to root for the Raiders so bad right now. Can I get a definition? Can I get the point spread?
4.5 points. As the Ravens are favored by 4.5 points.
Yeah, I figured they would be. Yeah, I'm going to take the underdog on this one. I'm going to say 17-13 Raider Nation.
There ain't no chance in hell that the Raiders win this game.
I don't know, man. I want the Raiders to do well. They're in a tough division, and everybody, shits on David Carr all the time. And, I like the kid. He throws a good ball. I actually think he throws the ball better than his brother, David Carr. Don't tell him I said that. But and they had when Carr took him to the playoffs, he broke his leg, and then they lost to the Texans. It was a bum deal for them, and they had a good season that year. But I'm going to take the underdog on that one.
And the last but not least, or it could be least, Tampa Bay
Buccaneers
versus the Cowgirls from Dallas.
No way in hell. No way in hell. I'm going to say that I can't even say it right now. Bucks.
I think they cover. They cover. I think that the defense still is sketch in Dallas, and I think that their offense is not going to be anywhere near up to snuff. So,
yeah, I think right now I'm really curious on mentally how Dak is going to perform. You tend to be a little tentative when you come from a horrific injury. I said heroic again. What the hell? He may be more inclined to stay in the pocket. I don't see him running around like he used to. I mean, I could be wrong. But yeah, I think Brady still feels he has something to prove. I mean, 7 Super Bowls. I don't know what he has to prove. I don't know. So
he's got to prove that he's still worth it to come home, because I heard a rumor.
What?
I'm not going to tell this rumor because it's a whole different show, but I heard a rumor. That's a very good rumor, and I think that he's still got to earn the still trying to get the girl. Call it that way.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. But I will say this. I kind of have an idea as far as the chip on his shoulder. So Brady has 7 Super Bowl rings. Belichick has 8. This might be like the whole Kobe Bryant Shaq thing. Remember when Shaq won his 4th NBA championship after he left the Lakers, and Kobe struggled to get his fourth, but then got his fifth. Then get his fourth, then got his fifth. I see this being the Shaq and Kobe of this generation. That I think that's the chip that's on his shoulder right now.
That's quite possible.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, this hour went very fast. The NFL season is here, and we are here. We are glad that you guys got to spend this today with us. We really do appreciate you spending the time, and we'll be back next Wednesday to talk about how bad the Giants lost and how big the Eagles won. That's what we're going to be talking about. Lots of it next week. In the meantime, everybody enjoy NFL starting this season, and go Birds!
Let's go Giants! Ow!